So I don't understand why. Oh, that could be right there. So hopefully that fixed it. There we go. Hopefully you guys now have sound. I am now seeing my input capture now, so that is good. Please let me know if you guys are receiving sound now from our stream. I'll go back here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. So now you are getting sound. That's good. Awesome. Thanks, Danny. So yes, we took a little bit of a hiatus from the Falcon Flyby just because there was so much stuff going on. We were out doing events as vendors and sponsors, and putting on events as event hosts and or event promoters, and so we took a break from it for a while, and I just made the decision that it doesn't make very much sense for me to have the Falcon Flyby on its own thing and then Falcon Battle System. So we married the two together, and now we have FBS TV. So like I said, we're trying this for the first time. We're actually streaming on two devices or on two different medias. So we're on Twitch TV right now as well live, and we have the YouTube live stream. So glad the sound is working now. Now we figured out what that issue was. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff's been going on over the past few months for 2018. Just a lot of things going on in general. So some of the things going on, obviously you guys have seen through Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. The FBS low visibility concealment system, or our FBS belts, those are doing quite well, and we're seeing lots of orders for those come in. So that is a awesome thing for us right now, and that does take up a lot of our time. Today we actually took the day off. Mondays are usually admin days for us anyways, but for the most cases we tried to set our Mondays to be Mondays and Tuesdays are belt days, so we try to get out at least 2 belts a day and get those hammered out for you guys. We're trying to give you more updates on products and where we're at and things like that with orders. We are working very diligently to get back to our 2-week lead time max. So you guys have probably saw today we had some posts go up for our 5-round grenade pouches, our 5-round CO2 pouches, and our grenade pouches as well. So in turns for that, what we did was those if we have everything in stock, they'll ship sooner than that 3 to 5 day window. But if we have to order something in, it usually takes us 3 to 5 days, and we will notify you if it takes us longer. But those are something that as soon as you order them, shipping labels, print it right then and there, boom, bam, bing, we put it together, and out the door it goes to you. And those items are small enough that we can produce them quick enough and get them out the door that same day, depending on what time we get the order. If you put an order in at 10 o'clock at night, we're not going to work on your order. I'm just going to tell you that right now. We went away from the old press style to now we're using a vacuum press for all of our, pretty much all our products now. So that has made our holsters look a lot better. It's made our pouches in general look a lot crisper. It gives it a natural curve, which is really nice. So when you order a holster or a mag pouch, it will have a natural curvature towards it, so it'll fit nicer to your hip, and it also provides better concealment as well. Our double mag pouches, you saw those go up in message or a post on those today as well, and those things work great. Like, you can literally flip the attachment hardware around, and you can use those in the waistband because with that natural curve, they fit a lot smoother. And just to give you an idea, this is one of our holsters right here for our SIG belt. There it goes. And yes, it draws a lot better. We haven't finished with the sanding yet, so we got to finish that up. But for our belt system, we only use 2 rivets. But as you can see, it's got that nice natural curve. Show you up there in that camera as well. And so if you were to take this and fit this on your hip or on your body, this would fit very natural. Excuse me, very naturally because of the curve that's with it. So that's one of the things that we love about the curve jig that we're using. And when you attach these all together with your 2 M4 mag pouches and your two M4 mag pouches, your dual pistol mag pouch, and your radio pouch, because that's a standard belt build. They fit very nice. It gives a nice curve. Now, before, what we had to do is we'd make our pouch, and then I'd have to put this in a vise and heat it up along the side and then put a bend in it. So it was completely flat. There was no curve. So it made it look very awkward when you attached everything together. It didn't give a natural curve all the way around. Now with the belts, they have this very natural curve, and the back plate now fits perfectly center in your back. So that's one thing that we like about those as well. But those holsters, now all holsters when we make them are made off that press unless it's requested otherwise, just because it gives a better feel to the user. So we do have an option for a lot of our stuff now called belt system ready. So say you order a dual pistol mag pouch. Basically what it means to be dual or to be belt system ready is that curves in there. You saw the picture of the Glock of the dual pistol mag pouch. That's with Glock mags, and it actually turns out quite nice. So we're really happy with those, and I just like the way it comes out. I'm using that curved jig so much, I'm actually getting ready to order more foam for the curved jig. So there's that. We've been talking about, we just produced another shipment or another batch of our 40 mil or 60 mils and our 40 millimeter pouches. So if you run the Enola Gay smoke grenades or 203 shells, that's basically the principle for this, was to carry 203 shells. The cool thing about it was when we made the very first batch, let's see, last year. No, it was right after Black Dagger. It was right after Black Dagger, the first one. So 2 years ago, we were pretty much approached by one of our heavily known sponsored players, Raptor Dave, Tattoo Dave, Raptor Man, his plethora of names, and he needed something to carry the WP-40s. So I was like, you know what, I have a couple of those, and basically the conception was right here. Now the 60s were always made. We didn't really make these by themselves a whole lot. But then they became very popular because the EG-18s fit in these quite nicely. So do your Thunder Bees. So as you saw, I wasn't putting really anything on it, pressure on these. You're not going to lose a grenade if you're running. So that's pretty much where these come in. So your Thunder Bees, the standard shell right here. Then there's the barbell shell, obviously, the one that looks like a pineapple grenade. And there's one that doesn't have the screw top or bottom for the weights. And those will fit in here as well. And what's cool about this is we know these will fit the M27s, M27 grenade, smoke grenade, military grade smoke grenades, and these will adjust. We've actually have taken a live Thunder Bee in here and pop the pin and let it inflate, and basically what it'll do is it'll push everything down so it will not destroy these. We're going to do a live video of that as well. I know I'm showing all the stuff down here to this other camera, but what I was saying is because these are adjustable, what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to put a live Thunder Bee in here, pull the pin on it, let it inflate, and show you how this is going to keep that grenade inside. And you know, because it is this close to your body, I mean, these are mounted right onto you with a malice clip. It'll keep it safe, so that way it's not going to hit anybody. It'll keep the explosion inside as much as possible. So these are really good for that. You can also put in these tornado grenades, the Innovation or Airsoft Innovation, the big impact grenades, not their new one, and what else can we? You can put in VTG SWAT grenades. So if you go to blankfiringgrenades.com and you look at their VTGs, their versatile training grenades, those will fit in here as well too. There's a couple groups over in England that actually ordered double pouches from me, and matter of fact, I was talking to them today, and they run the singles and the doubles of these, and those work really well. And we do offer for all our grenade pouches, we order the shock cord retention, which you really don't need. But what it'll do is it's a piece of the 550 shock cord that's around the backside. It's got a little cinch, so it can make this even tighter. I've had people tell me that with the natural retention, and once I attach the malice clip to the back, it pushes a little bit more, that you can hang these upside down and nothing will come out of them. So we're pretty happy with that. But we have a new batch of these. We have right now 10 black, I want to say 10 black, 4 multicam. We have some coyote. I think we have like 4 coyote browns and 2 or 3 OD green. So we do have them. These are ready ship items. So as soon as you place the order for these, same thing. We print out the shipping label, put on your mouse clip, and out the door it goes. So that's pretty cool as well too. The other thing. Oh, the other thing you guys have probably seen here as of late, we have been kind of teasing you guys with the introduction of the FBS Airsoft parts and accessory line. We just purchased a 3D printer. We're working out the bugs with it right now. And then we will turn around and we are going to start producing a small batch of parts that we will send out to our testers. And they will test the first batch, let us know, if it's going to work, if it's not going to work, and so on. So that way we're not producing a bunch of them and find out they're just going to sit there. But we're going to produce everything from air nozzles, tappet plates, sector plates, the little nub you put on the sector gear. We're going to produce those. We are even looking at producing piston heads and pistons, suppressors, flash hiders, and a few other goodies as well too. So we don't want to spoil it all, but that's one of the things we have in the work as well right now. So on that front, a lot's going on with Falcon Battle Systems. We are right now looking at a few options to move us outside of our current location and into something a little bigger, so we can put in a whole nother production line as well. Because if the part sides pick up, well, we're going to bring in more than probably 3 3D printers to print these items out and have it moving a lot faster, so that way we're able to handle the orders. What we're looking at though for those parts is for a short time we will offer them to the individual player to buy from us, and then based upon sales to retailers and stuff out there, the local retail shops, if things go well, then we'll turn around and we will probably cut off selling them to individuals, and then they'll just be to repair techs and stores, and that way you can pick up our stuff there. From those, support a local business, support a local producer, so it all works hand in hand. So let's talk Black Dagger 3. So with Black Dagger 3, there is a lot going on. I know the event's not till November, and we are looking at being at Bad Karma. There was just an event there this weekend that went really well. We'll be there in November, so we won't have to worry about the heat. We are a little bit further north, so we're in Tennessee for this one, in Lebanon, Tennessee. I would highly recommend that you guys, if you plan on staying in a hotel, get your hotels early. They do have limited camping and parking on site, so that is available. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there. As this event has progressed, we have moved the event to different locations because we're following this just as if it's an actual war and it's moving through the country. So a lot of things changed from Black Dagger 2 that we ran out at Black Ops Airsoft out in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So this one's going to go to Lebanon, Tennessee, and then who knows where the next one might go. So we're playing with a bunch of different ideas right now to see how things go, and at that point we'll let you guys know. But as of right now, the location is set, tickets are available right now, and a lot of cool things. The props that we're going to be building this year are fully interactive, so you the player will be able to acquire them, set them up, use them, and we're looking at right now 3 different things to be used for Black Dagger 3. We're not going to give you a whole lot of information on it. Just all you know right now is you will be able to use them. You'll be able to interact with them, and I think you're really going to enjoy these props that we're building. So we've introduced so far 2 new NPC characters to the game. We've introduced the Scrubber and the Biochemist. If you guys remember, there was a bioagent that was kind of floating around in the first and second Black Dagger, and now this time the Rebels have access that they can use it.
I am Iron Man.
So with that being said, we have to have a biochemist that can actually set the bioagent down to be used. The bioagent will affect a 50-foot radius outwards from where the prop is set, and then anybody that comes in there automatically dies because of how potent this bioagent is. No other player or role can touch these or remove these except the scrubber. The scrubber is a NBC guru. He knows how to decon stuff, and his job will be to come in and to clean these areas up. And I do apologize. Let me go back. The biochemist actually has designed the antidote for the biochem weapon. So what will happen is, as this is being designed, he can go wherever he wants. He cannot be captured. He cannot be forced to do anything he doesn't want. And he can walk anywhere on the field he wishes and deal with whoever he wants. What he will have, though, is the vial of the antidote, which can only inoculate 25 soldiers. That's how he makes it in a batch, and he can go to anywhere and sell that. So that's a little bit of a bonus for that. So be looking for that. It's a different dynamic to the game. The Rebels they only have 5 full vials of the biochem, so they can of the bioweapon, so they can put it wherever they want. They just have to be cautious on, if that scrubber is in the good graces of the Unified Coalition, he could just go around, wait for you to place it, and then go over there, scrub it down, and say, yep, it's clear, it's done. He picks up the red vial, puts it in his satchel, and he's gone. And then it can't be used anymore. So there's only 5 of those vials of that. There's only 5 vials of the antibody or the antidote. So that as well can only be used for that as well. All right. So hang on a minute. We're gonna get another one in here. So basically, what will take place is that individual only has 5. That's all they need.
I am Iron Man.
So it did it. I didn't want it to end it. Okay, hang on. Let's go back. There we go. So once those 5 vials have been used and they're gone, there will be no more. So you have to think about using that stuff, and when you get it, and who you want to inoculate with the blue antidote to, save your troops and whatnot. It's all based on where you want to go. And what we'll do to identify those that have been inoculated is they will get a blue band around their arm, so that will show that yes, you've been inoculated. Whether that's a blue piece of duct tape that goes on your arm, yes, it will go on your arm so it's visible. Or it's a blue band, an elastic band. So we're kind of looking at that stuff right now. So Black Dagger 3 will be quite interesting for any and everybody that shows up. If you had fun last year, you're going to have a lot of fun this year. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm the event promoter. So that's what we have on Black Dagger 3. Now, let's talk East versus West. This is a new event series that we're starting next year. With Icebreaker coming into its 3rd evolution next year, Black Dagger 4 will obviously be its 4th. And then we have East versus West. East versus West is a Cold War era event style. Now, if you do any research on the Cold War started after World War II, the conflicts did, and they went all the way up until late 90s, early 2000s. Yes, the Cuban Missile Crisis was off, and yes, we became friends with Russia and all that good stuff, and East and West Germany got together. But as we're looking at this, I did some research today, and it's anywhere where the U.S. and Great Britain were on one side, and Russia and China were on the other side, supporting the other forces. So we already have the first one laid. We already put out what the sides are, what teams look like. and we've already laid out the first storyline. For this first storyline in the event posting, it's based on Grenada, the U.S. invasion into Grenada. So we're going to try to tailor the camo uniforms to fit that error, and we're going to give you guys enough time to go out and get that stuff. So you guys, it shouldn't be hard to find basic woodlands for the U.S. side of things, or OD green, flat OD green camos. We're not going to really put a lot of stipulation on weapon types and gear, but the camo will be the big thing. Your uniform will be the big thing. So definitely planning on that. We're still working on it. That's still in the infancy stage because we need to get through Black Dagger 3, obviously, before we really start planning for East versus West. And we have Icebreaker 3, which is going to be in February again as well. So we have all these different events, and we're going to be planning for them all. But East versus West will be the newest one that we add into our event series. I'm looking forward to it. I've always kind of wanted to do stuff with, between my interpretation of the Cold War is 60s till early 2000s. So more of the modern gear, things of that nature. So definitely be looking for that. I'm looking forward to it, and I think we'll definitely have a good time, especially with some of the locations that we're scouting for that event series. Not a whole lot other than that going on right now. Again, we are, as always, I have to plug my business, my company. We have a lot of the grenade pouches ready to go out the door. So if you happen to see this and you're a store owner or a shop owner and want to get some in, please feel free to PM me. Go to Falcon Battle Systems on Facebook. Get a hold of me there. So I want to thank everybody that showed up. I know Monday's a little different. We might curtail this and bring it to Sundays. But again, thanks a lot, guys. Glad some of you showed up, and we did get the volume issue fixed. So that is awesome as well. Be ready for the next one. I'm going to try to do one of these every 2 weeks. I think that works better than every week. But again, from what I've seen, it was an awesome airsoft weekend. Good job to all the event promoters putting on awesome events. And I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Doc out.